Hello and welcome back to The Sims 3 Sunset Valley Let's Play. My name is Emma. Last week we were playing the Bachelor household. As you can see here, we have the parents, they're still together. You've got Bella here, she is now pregnant with Mortimer's child, and they are in a relationship. And we also had these two, so Michael and Sandy, we had them move out, and she's pregnant as well. So they've started their own little family in this lot here. So we should be expecting 2 births this round, which is very exciting. Particularly as this round we are going to be playing the Andrews household. So there's just the 2 of them here. And they are obviously, as you can see here, an elderly couple, so there won't be any children in this round unless there's a wish for that, which I think is unlikely, but you know, maybe adoption is an option. So let's just learn a little bit about the Andrews household. So they're difficulty level 2, which is understandable because there's only 2 of them. They have 5,090 simoleons. And their bio is as follows. Beau Andrews is an insensitive slob who spends most of his time watching television. Victoria is an artistic bookworm who spends most of her time reading. How is it that these 2 seem to be living happily ever after? I think I see what the Sims creators were trying to do here. I think, you know, if you're in a relationship and one person likes watching TV and the other person likes reading, I don't think that necessarily precludes you from a happy ever after, but I suppose the point is that they have quite different interests and hobbies. So we'll see if that has any impact on their relationship. So they live at Stalwart Mission. It's a 1-bedroom and 1.5 bathroom property. It looks really lovely from here, but we'll go in and have a look in a minute. The house bio is as follows. This stately mission-style home was built to last. The centrepiece of the lower floor is the octagonal living room, whilst the bedroom and private balcony dominate the second floor. So let's go in and have a look at these 2 and their house. So this is Victoria, and also you can see Thornton in the background here. She's just about to go into work, so I think actually we've just about caught her for this intro bit, which is lovely. So her name is Victoria Andrews. She is an elder. I think by the looks of things, she's only recently become an elder. So maybe 9 days ago, something like that. She is good, a bookworm, as we've discovered in the bio. She's a hopeless romantic. She's artistic and she's ambitious. These are some really lovely traits. I think if you're wanting to play quite an easy sim, or at least a likeable sim, these are some really good traits to put in. You've got bookworm and artistic, which makes for someone who's very good at writing, which we'll come to in a minute. That's quite important for her character. She's also a hopeless romantic, which is lovely if you kind of are a family or relationship oriented player in terms of your sims. But she's ambitious, so she's not kind of stuck in this kind of domestic role. She does have some ambitions for her career as well. She is interested in classical music, autumn salad and the colour violet, which I think are all lovely things. She is also a Libra. In terms of the family tree, it's just herself and Beau. They don't have any children by the looks of things. It's possible that they just simply weren't interested in having any, or maybe they weren't able. Her bio is as follows. When Beau's dream of becoming a professional athlete was not realised, Victoria knew that she would have to change her priorities if she wanted to be with this wonderful sim. And so she did. She studied art and writing and dreamt of the day that she could use her creativity to support her husband in the way that he deserves. Clearly she's a very loving sim. I suppose that comes with the hopeless romantic trait. So she's supporting him. I'll be interested. I can't remember playing these guys for a while, so I'm interested to learn a bit more about him as well. So their relationship is pretty strong, which is good, because clearly she's made a lot of sacrifices for this relationship. She has an old friend in BB Hart, and another old friend in Dory Hart, and Gus Hart. So clearly the Hart family, they're pretty close. with the Andrewses. Bessie Clavel is also an old friend. Bessie Clavel seems to be dating someone called Abdul, so I'm looking forward to working out what that's about. She has a co-worker in Simus Bachelor. She knows quite a few people in the town, as you can see. Her boss is Cyclone Sword. I just love that name. But she doesn't really know them. She does not get on with Xander Clavel, which I understand. I mean, look, the only thing she knows about him is that he's hot-headed, so I can see why they'd probably come to blows at some point. I mean, she really doesn't like Molly McIrish. I don't remember if that's something that we explored previously or if this is a new thing. I'll have to go back and look, but that's quite interesting because we quite like Molly McIrish here, and we also like Victoria, so I don't know. I don't know what's happened there. Okay, so career-wise, she is in the journalism career. She's level 3, so and her lifetime wish, as you can see here, is to be the Star News anchor, so that's level 10 in the journalism career. I think with her age, she's going to struggle to get to level 10, honestly. She's doing really well though at work, so maybe after this shift today, which finishes at 2, she might get a promotion, which would be quite nice. She's really well on her writing, as we'll see in a second. She could do with a bit more charisma, but that's fine. We could maybe work on that for her. She has no charisma, so that's why she's probably not doing amazing in that, but she has logic skill level 2, and she also has writing skill level 5 and a little bit. So that's brilliant. If she gets promoted, she's probably going to have to push on that, and she'll definitely need some more charisma skill points, I'm sure. She has a laptop in her inventory, no opportunities, no lifetime points, and her needs are pretty set, which is brilliant in terms of going into work. She wants to write a science fiction novel, which is quite a classic standard wish for a sim who's interested in writing or has just learned the writing skill. So we can pop that one down. I don't know why they all want to write science fiction. It's a bit of a bias on that genre here, but that's fine. She can do that if we have time. So here we have Beau Andrews. He looks a bit like a gardener in this getup. I don't know if that's a thing he wants, but anyway. So he's feeling entertained, so that's good for you. He's the exact same age as Victoria. He's an elder and he's 69 days old. He is a Libra. He is a couch potato, which would explain why his career as a professional athlete has not picked up. He's a slob. He has a good sense of humour, which is good because I can't find any redeeming qualities so far other than that. He can't stand art, which I think is, to be fair, I can see why him and Victoria maybe wouldn't get on then, because she's artistic and clearly does care about that. So, to have someone who not only just doesn't have the same interests as you, but actively dislikes the interests you have, I can imagine would be a problem, but clearly it hasn't been. And he's inappropriate. So not a great sim, basically. If you take what I say about Victoria's traits as being, a great sim to play in terms of, quite an easy sim and a likeable sim, I think this is quite a good contrast to that. I mean, he does have a good sense of humour, but that's probably his only redeemable trait. He likes kids' music, so I wonder if that's kind of an indication of maybe he's a little bit immature, didn't really grow up. And he likes cookies, so that's probably another representation of that immaturity. And he likes the colour yellow, which, to be fair, I'm not going to bash. Yellow is a really nice colour, so that's fine, Beau. So, Beau's dashed hopes of becoming a professional athlete manifested themselves in a slovenly appearance and general bitterness, but he does love his wife with all his heart. Okay, I mean, I'm not sold on Beau, but if they say he loves his wife with all his heart, then I'll just have to believe him. In terms of relationships, he's got an old friend in Bessie Clavel, so that she's clearly like a family friend. He obviously really loves his wife, but he likes Bessie more, so it's interesting. He has some acquaintances, no one else he's particularly close with. He doesn't seem to be particularly close with the Hart family, so that's clearly just Victoria. But he also doesn't seem to dislike anyone, so he's really only got, I would say, 2 people, maybe if we're counting Tamara, because they've got a decent enough relationship there, but he's really only got 2 people he cares about. No other really close friends. He is unemployed. That does not surprise me, given his traits in the bio. But he does have fishing skill level 2, so maybe we can work on that for him. He does also want to learn the gardening skill, so maybe we can, I don't know, give him some hobbies, something to do. He has got some fish in his inventory. I assume he caught these, so that's great. And he's got some books, which is interesting because, apparently he wasn't a big, book person. So I wonder if he has been reading. Opportunities, nothing. Lifetime happiness, nothing. And needs are pretty well met as well. As you can see, he's entertained. Interestingly, his lifetime wish is gold digger. This is quite a fun one to play, actually. I don't think he's done very well here because, I know she's supporting them and maintaining them, so in some ways he's certainly not the rich one in the relationship, but he's married someone who's the same age as him and is not particularly wealthy. I suppose for him it's not I don't think his traits, I don't think he lends himself to securing a super wealthy older woman, but so I suppose he's done alright for himself as he can do, but I think the chances of him succeeding in this lifetime wish is minimal in terms of how he could actually celebrate with those lifetime happiness points, because if she died, let's say a day or 2 before him, he'd only have a day or 2 or a couple more than that to celebrate before he probably died himself, so it's a bit of a waste of a lifetime wish, this one. But that's fine, unless unless she's killed off in some gruesome manner. I think he's probably not going to succeed with that one. In terms of the property, we have this entryway, which is really lovely, actually. It's, got a phone and a couple of chairs, some tables. There's not a lot to do here, but it's a nice visual area. You have this little bathroom off the side here, interestingly decorated. I'm not sure about the sink, but I do actually quite like the floor tiles and the wall tiles and how they come together, so I'm not mad about that. Over here we have this living area, so you've got this lovely little fireplace, and I suppose it's probably like a reading nook for Victoria. She's got her bookshelf there. There's no TV, so Beau's probably not going to be hanging around here a lot. Through here, on the other side of the entranceway, is a kitchen, which is a really interesting one. It's just a wall of cabinets and appliances. You have a little bin here, but it's nice, so it leads out into this much larger dining room space with a sofa, which is quite an interesting touch to a dining room, and music. So this is probably quite a good hosting space. I wonder if we have the Hearts round, or I'm sure Bessie Clavell will have to come round at some point. This would be a very nice place to kind of host. None of them have good cooking skills, so it's probably not going to be the best meal the guests have ever eaten, but that's fine. Hopefully we don't burn the house down in this one. You have a staircase here leading off from the main entry hall, and it brings you up to this other mini hallway that doesn't really have anything in it. It's literally just leading the way. In fact, it's quite interesting because it doesn't even lead into the bathroom, so there's this little, I don't know if you can see from this angle, but there's just this little corridor with nothing in it, which is quite an interesting way of designing it. So as you can see, you have this bedroom. It's pretty bare, actually. They have the bed and a couple of lights here, but everything else is pretty bare. It's not super well decorated, this house, I wouldn't say. And then you have this bathroom, which again, it's an older style, but I do quite like it. I like the shape of it. I like how the toilet's kind of set off in the side here. And they have a bath and a sink. They don't have a shower, which is something worth noting, so it's going to take them longer to bathe. But Beau's a slob, so he probably doesn't bother anyway. Then the outside, they have a balcony on the top floor, which again is not very well decorated either. It just simply has a bench. I wonder if that's because they are going for quite a minimalistic style, or whether it's a reflection of the fact that actually they only really have one breadwinner. Beau's not really bringing anything else to the house, and they actually don't have, I mean, 5,000 simoleons, you can get quite a few extra things to kind of decorate and stuff, but it's not an overwhelming amount, you know. So I wonder if that's a factor. In terms of the outside of the property, this is the property overall. I really like the colours of this property. I think it ties in really nicely with Sunset Valley in general. You have this downstairs, quite a big, I guess you would call it, kind of outdoor terrace area maybe. But again, minimally decorated. You have lights and a couple of plants and some beams. Or not beams, sorry, I should say columns. And you know, all the windows are slightly different, which makes for quite an interesting house. You've got a lot of foliage actually, which is really nice. Over here you have a car parking space but no car, so I don't think either of them had a car in their inventory, so they just simply must not have one. Back here you have a little outdoor space, the tiniest bit of greenery. It's mainly a patio area, but again it's bare, so I wonder again if that's a financial issue. Here they have a little entryway out into the garden, but I don't really know what they would use a garden for, maybe just to take the bins out. They have a lovely little path connecting them to this side of this exit to the property, and obviously they have a bit of some grassy areas around here as well, but I don't think there's much use being made out of those. So we'll be staying with this family until Saturday morning. So in terms of work, I think that means Victoria's probably working, yeah, she's working pretty much every day, but she only works from 8 till 2. So it gives us a bit of time maybe to work on Beau's hobbies. And I think, again, as I've said before, I think this round is going to be quite a peaceful one. We're just going to develop these 2 Sims, maybe host a dinner party, build some relationships within the town. If they do have any interest in adopting or having children, then I'm very happy to kind of pursue that. But I think the chances are that these 2 won't want to do that, given that they've reached the elder status already and they haven't had children before. So we won't force that on them. So I'm just going to play and see what Beau wants to do. Obviously Victoria's already gone into work, so that's her pretty much settled. And she's going to be practicing writing, which she's chosen to do. I think if it comes close to the end of the day, maybe I will have her work hard instead, just to ensure that so she wants that promotion, never mind. So I think I'm going to get her to work hard now, because we can always drop back down to the writing skill once she's gained enough of this bar to get or the performance meter to get to where she wants to be. Beau has decided that he's going to listen to, I think it must be kids music, and read, which is nice. I realised they've said he prefers to watch television, but I've clocked that there's not actually a television in this house, so I wonder if that's maybe something he might want to end up getting. Then he can always learn how to do things like fishing, and I think there's a gardening channel, but that might be in a different Sims game. Okay, so he wants to learn the writing skill and the gardening skill. I feel like because of the way he is, I feel like he would just take her money and go and use it to do some things. So I think we're going to get him to attend a writing class. It's discounted, so you kind of have to, right? And then we can maybe work on the gardening skill as a separate point, and we might not actually have to take the class in that. Maybe we just buy some vegetables and plant them in the garden. We might have to be the front of the house, as obviously I'm not sure there's actually a place to plant them otherwise. Victoria wants to learn the charisma skill and read a book in charisma and go to the bookshop. Okay, so there's a whole series of things she wants to do based on learning the charisma skill point. I think that's obviously, as you can see, when it has this kind of the raise, I guess you could call it, it has a bit of a different background. That simply means it relates to the lifetime wish, as I'm sure you know. So these ones are usually, it increases the lifetime happiness skill points you can get from them, I think. So we'll definitely do those. Victoria was interviewing a source and got a little too pushy. The source got angry and slapped her in front of the whole office. How embarrassing. I wouldn't say that's... I don't think being assaulted in your place of work, I don't think embarrassing is the word. Maybe it is. I don't know though. I would be pressing charges, so maybe that's what you need to do as well, Victoria. But either way, she's not happy right now because she's embarrassed, and she's also anxious to advance from a lack of progress. But as you can see here, the chances are she'll be promoted today. Her mood's deteriorating a little bit, so I think we just do something other than work hard. Practice writing maybe. Might be quite a nice way of doing it. And congratulations to Connor for building up your writing skill. We're actually trying to build up Beau, so I wonder if he's in the same class. That would be fun. So this is where we want to be with both of them, really. Victoria might already be there. What level is she at? Yeah, she's already at level 5. So sorry, Connor. You've not done as well. Okay, so Beau appears to have come out the other exit. So he's out this side now, confusing us all. He wants to learn the gardening skill point, but he also wants to write a novel. I think what we'll do first and foremost is work on that gardening skill level. And to do that, we need to go to the supermarket and we need to buy... I think maybe we'll start by selling all the fish in the inventory. That's 70 simoleons. And he can use some of that money to shop for groceries to improve his gardening skill. I've just seen Sandy Batchelor, as she's now known, waddling down the high street. She is going to be the first birth that we have this round. She seems... I can't really see the bump, but maybe... Oh no, there is one. So she's going to... I think it's going to be a couple of days in. Okay, so in terms of planting, you kind of want to start off with the basics. I think you can plant an apple, so I think these 3 are quite a good starting point. And if we can plant those in the garden, it's going to take him a while to actually build up that skill, as we learnt last time with Jocasta. It takes a little while to build up the gardening skill point, but hopefully he can get there by the end of this round. Victoria Andrews is not looking particularly happy, but she'll get her promotion, so this will go, this moodlet, and she'll probably get some kind of promotion moodlet, which would hopefully help. Okay, so I'm thinking, I wonder, do you think we can fit some plants in there? I think that's probably not going to work. What I might do is create a little thing similar to that here. This can be the kind of vegetable patch. So I've just created this little patch here. I think it would be quite a nice place to plant all of his vegetables. I'm trying to plant it in a way that leaves a bit of space around here if he wants to expand. And as you can see here, as kind of predicted, he wants to watch the TV, so I think we are going to have to buy one. I'm really glad Jocasta's actually gained gardening skill level 5. I'm happy that she's pursuing her hobbies. As we know from the previous round, we weren't sure that that was something she was really doing in her life prior, so I'm glad we kind of put her on that path. So they're all nice quality, which is lovely. It's going to take a bit longer to learn the gardening skill. He's going to have to practice this. I wonder if we have a gardening skill book actually in the bookshelf. I know he's not a big fan of reading, but that might help him along. No. So these are the 3 that usually come in the bookshelves. You've got the cooking, skill point, handiness and logic. Those 3 tend to come in most bookshelves really. If you get the really expensive bookshelves, sometimes you can occasionally get, like if you go to the library, you can occasionally get level 1s of other skills. But in these basic bookshelves, you'll only really get those 3. So it looks like Victoria has left work, and she's gained that promotion. She's running for the car. I think she could have just walked, but maybe she's running out of gladness that she's been promoted. So she has gained a promotion to professional blogger and a bonus of 800 simoleons. That's really going to help us in buying that TV for her husband, which is clearly her life's goal. This internet thing is really blowing up, and the editor wants you to start writing for the online news group The professional blogger is able to take advantage of hip new web slang, cleverly modified images, and web links to spread news and opinions to readers worldwide. Ruffle. And she makes a bit more money, and her hours are condensed actually. She now only works 4 hours a day, just the mornings, which is nice actually, because these next 2 days we can spend a bit more time with her. She clearly wants to buy a charisma skill book. I think we'll go and have her do that now, just so that she has that at least ready to go. So when she fancies reading, she has it. And we might need to work on a laptop, or maybe we'll go to the library to write novels instead, because she wants what Beau wants, and Beau wants to watch TV. So I think that's what we'll have to do for him. I've decided to get him not the cheapest TV, but close to, because they can't really afford to do much more. She's had her promotion obviously, but there's other things that they're going to want to do with their money, I'm sure, such as maybe buying a laptop. That might be the next thing we need to do. So Victoria wants to get the charisma skill book. It is 350 simoleons, but it should help her in her career, so I'm sure she sees it as quite a worthy investment. Okay, so Beau is watching TV. It's not yet been satisfied as a skill point, so I wonder why that is. Maybe if we, he doesn't have the gardening skill. This is the issue. If he doesn't already have the gardening skill point, oh, there it is. If he doesn't already have the gardening skill point, if he watches Got Garden, it's not actually going to build his skill meter, because he doesn't already have the skill, or at least I don't think it would. I have, it doesn't show that anything's being built, so the chances are probably not. Victoria Andrews wants to hang out with BB Hart, visit an art gallery, and donate money. She is reading something, but I think maybe we'll have her read the charisma skill book, build up that charisma skill point, and then I think maybe we can invite the Harts over for a meal or an equivalent to that. We'll have her read until, so she's going to read until her charisma skill improves. That's 9:30 p.m. It might be a little bit late to invite people round for dinner, but we could invite them round tomorrow evening or afternoon for a nice lunch or dinner, maybe an early dinner. So Beau keeps cancelling watching TV, so he maybe doesn't want to do that. Oh, maybe he does, I don't know. He's giving me mixed signals here. He stopped doing it. I think maybe he wants to work on one of these two things. So maybe we'll have him start a novel. And to do that, I think they've spent enough money today. So I think we're going to have him go to the library and use one of their computers. I'm pretty sure this library has computers. Let me have a look. Yeah, so there is a couple of computers here. So I think we just take him here and he can start with his novel. What kind of novel do we think he would write? I think he would write a fiction novel, just a really standard, probably not very good fiction novel. So that's what I think we'll try and have him do. He wants to write Grunwald, Origins of a Nightmare. That reminds me of the Grindelwald, the kind of Harry Potter series. So sure, I feel like he's done a bit of a rip-off there, but that's okay. We can't all be creative, but that's fine. He does want to build up his skill, and he wants to earn some money in royalties, and actually, that could be his way of bringing some income into the family. I think it'd be quite difficult probably for Victoria if he was a published author. I'm presuming she's not. I've just remembered she does have this laptop, so maybe if we use that, it does need to be repaired, that's fine. But we can use that to kind of build on that skill and write some novels at home. But I think for now it's nice for him to get out of the house. I feel like he probably doesn't do that a lot, and to invest in spending some time on his novel in this kind of the library workspace. I always think libraries are quite a good place to get your head down and do some work. We also have at the library, my favourite, right, sorry, I got distracted, but this is important. Joe Pumplebottom is here, as is Eric, which is lovely. We've got Jamie Jolina that she's leaving, and Benjamin Jolina. Oh wow, he's really grown, hasn't he? God, has it been that long? I feel like he was only just born, but no, he's clearly grown up to be a teenager. It's really nice seeing the kind of new round of children. I would be interested, if people are interested in maybe doing a season 2 of this series once we've done all the households. Not only to go through households that are maybe new ones, so the bachelors in terms of Michael and his new wife and child, but also to go kind of to get to know the children of the town as well. I think that would be quite nice. But let me know your thoughts as well down in the comments below. So Beau really needs the toilet. I think we should kind of stop writing for today and allow him to do that, because I don't want him to wet himself in public. That would be incredibly embarrassing. He's a slob, so maybe he just simply wouldn't mind, and he's inappropriate, so that probably doesn't help. But for our sake, I think it's nice not to see him wet himself in public. He's also hungry, and I need. No one's got the cooking skill point, but I just know that Victoria is the one who does the cooking. So once she's completed her charisma skill point, which has taken much less time than was initially predicted, which is nice, then I probably will have her serve some dinner for them both. I think she's big on autumn salad, so let's have her just cook what she wants. If she's going to have to do all the chores, at least she can choose what she wants to do. She wants to visit the art gallery. I think that would be quite a nice thing for her to do. Again, to get out the house in a way that's not work. Beau Andrews is having a chat with Agnes Crumplebottom, getting to know her. I'm a bit concerned because he is an inappropriate sim, so I don't think this conversation is going to go well. In fact, I'm surprised he's not got more people that significantly hate him. So he must be reasonably, decent talking. Maybe he just kind of laughs his way out of it. Maybe his sense of humour gets him out of some awkward situations. I am interested to find out if she is single and if she's, obviously she has 2 children, and I don't think she's going to be particularly set on anyone else, but I would be interested to know if anything's happened. So she is, right, okay, so she's in a relationship now with Jared. That's so interesting. So Jared Frio is one of the Frio brothers, and we'll be playing him in another round. But that's really nice that they've connected, already. Oh, that's so lovely. Bessie Claval, sure, we'll have a chat with her. She's like our only friend. But in terms of Agnes and Jared, so Jared is not a particularly nice person, I don't think. I think he's like hot-headed or something. But he does have a child with Claire Ursine, so I wonder if it's, parents coupling up. I don't know who the McConnells are, but they are clearly happy together, so that's good for them. Maybe I was being too harsh on Jared. He has paid his child support very promptly. So maybe he's turned over a new leaf. Maybe Agnes has showed him the way. And she is a hopeless romantic, okay, so it makes sense that she would be in a relationship. I think once he's done with chatting with Bessie on the phone, we'll have him go home. Victoria, she's clearly already eaten and she's gone to bed. I understand, she's got an early morning. She starts at 8 a.m, which is someone who's quite a night owl myself, like that sounds absolutely horrendous. She also hasn't bothered to clear up, which I love. I was going to say let's make Beau do it, but there's no way he's doing that. So she'll have to do it in the morning probably. But let's have him go home and eat some food. I'll probably turn off the music, that doesn't need to be on all night. And then we'll send him to bed, and we'll start tomorrow with Victoria going to work and Beau maybe working a bit more on his novel. Maybe he will need to get this laptop repaired first. So the way slobs eat is really funny. See, this is the way normal Sims eat, and then they just do that. It's so funny. They can also lick plates clean, and not just theirs, like literally anyone else's plate. So once he's done with this, he can lick this clean. Which I don't think it actually makes it clean. I would definitely, if anything, I'd want to wash that plate more. How is there so much food left on it? Alright, so let's send him to bed. And then we can commence things when they've woken up. Oh, Eric's also got a new job, which is nice. So Eric's making moves, and Agnes has also been promoted. So the Crumble Bottom household, although it's not, it's not exactly a poor household, but they've got some nice income coming in, which is lovely. So Victoria has already finished sleeping. She went to bed quite early, but that's good. So she has 3 hours until she needs to be at work. Carpool will come when she has 1 hour left to go. So she has a bit of time to take care of herself and her needs. So the carpool has come and she's broken the bath. I just think she has quite cheap furniture, so it's going to break. I think we'll have Beau call the repair technician because we've got the computer as well, and there's no way he's going to be able to do it. So we'll get someone around to fix it all at the same time. So we've got quite a few new options with this new promotion. Some co-workers suck up to boss, practice writing, and train in front of a camera so you can improve your charisma skill. She doesn't seem particularly fussed to do any of those, but we do need to improve her charisma, and I think in terms of fun level she can't sustain working hard for too long. So I think maybe we'll do train in front of a camera and get her to improve her charisma skill at least. Beau is up and he's already going to watch TV, so that's brilliant. I like that he sleeps in a dressing gown. I think what's probably sensible is if we phone the repair technician now and have them come. So this is the repairman, and he's going to come and he'll fix, hopefully, if he's good enough, he will fix this laptop and also the bath. Victoria didn't have a chance to clear up this or clear up the autumn salad that Beau just didn't bother to put away last night. And there's no way he's going to be doing that out of choice, so I think we're just going to have to wait for her to return home. So this is the repair woman, Wendy Rodriguez. She is coming to fix all the appliances that have gone wrong. Oh wow, Victoria Andrews is being paid to literally watch TV. My dream job. Television has a powerful effect on viewers, and the network wants you to experience them firsthand for data purposes. Watch 8 hours of television, not necessarily at once, and report back to work with your findings. There will be a decent cash reward for your efforts. I mean, yes, I think if Beau could do it on her behalf, we'd be set. We're going to maybe see if we can try and get this done by Saturday. But obviously if she's going to have people over and she's hosting, she might struggle, but we'll try and do that as a way to boost her fun need up as well. So she's managed to fix the laptop, which is brilliant. So I think we can get Beau to work on his book a little bit more as well. So we've paid £50 for the repair technician. She has fixed the bath. So when Victoria comes home, she's probably going to have to clear the house in time for her guests. So Victoria is going to clear everything up. She did not secure a promotion. I don't think she was ever going to. Her mood was not in a great place. As you can see, her fun level wasn't very high. I think we'll have her change into her everyday clothes. I don't know if we've actually seen this outfit before. This is the outfit that she is wearing. I quite like it actually. This is kind of like an old lady dress, so it's quite a classic elder style clothing. I also appreciate that she's turned for us, that's very helpful. And she's got red shoes, which is, adds a bit of flair to it. Beau is actually making some money for the house, which is really nice. So let's clear this up, and we'll also tidy up the rest of the house, and then I think we'll invite everyone over for dinner or as a party. So Beau needed to take care of his needs, so he stopped writing. But it's good that he's making progression in his chosen skill. I think actually, he should be able to tend to his garden as well. Let's do that before he gets a bath, because he's it might just be watering at this point. I don't think he can actually weed yet, but that's fine. The weed shouldn't actually affect the plants. It shouldn't actually be a problem. So we are going to have a house party. It's someone's birthday. You can't really age up from an elder or you die, so let's not do that. Let's have it be casual, and we're just going to have the Hearts and Bessie Clavell as well. And I think that should be everyone. Maybe if we invite the other Clavels. No, it's only Xander and we're not inviting him. We don't like him, so we're not doing that. So that should be enough. We've got those people coming round, and there's 6 spaces at the table, so that should be fine. Party will start at 5 p.m. So let's get some food on the go. I don't know if she maybe wants to try cooking. No, actually, we'll just save it an autumn salad because I don't want to risk burning the house down, and it's what she likes to eat anyway. So Beau is really hungry and needs to get his needs sorted out. We'll start with a bath because obviously food's being made. So we might just have to wait for dinner if he can hold off. Okay, so we've had Gus Hart arrive. Why is he running? Where is he going? He just ran into a wall. Okay, never mind. Okay, this is a great start to a party. She's about to be bored to death by Bessie Clavel. I feel like BB Hart. She's just hanging around with old people. And a compliment. Right, well, it's a good start. I like how she doesn't even disguise the fact it's boring. Oh wow, no, she really... Okay, so she's been bored to death and therefore she's going to be passing out. Literally from boredom. I mean, how dramatic can you be? I think if someone did that to me, I honestly would just like cry. If I said something and he passed out from boredom. Bessie Clavel seems fine though. Maybe she's used to it. BB Hart has already started eating. That's not really what we had in mind, but that's okay. Let's just call everyone to the meal because clearly everyone wants to eat now. So Gus Hart seems to be thinking the party's really good. I don't think anything actually happened yet, so I don't know why he's so enthused. Oh, also Dory Hart enjoys it. So clearly this is going well. BB Hart has decided she's going to have a second load of food. Which, fair enough if she's hungry. I'm not going to judge her for that. It's literally just a salad, so I would probably be getting multiples as well. There's no way that I would be satisfied with just a salad. Especially for dinner. Okay, so Bessie Clavel couldn't find a seat, so instead she's just standing, facing away from everyone as well. That's an important thing to note. And eating on her own. On a side note, I do really like this shoe and skirt combination, so just a little compliment for her there to make her feel a bit better. I think we'll put over the leftovers this time, Beau, because last time we really wasted. And can I just say thank you to Gus Hart for clearing up his own plate? Oh, and to Bessie. Okay, alright, there's some good people here. Not Beau, but some good people. We are listening to classical music, so thank God Victoria was clearly the one who turned on this stereo, because if we were listening to children's music, I literally think that everyone would walk out. Why does he keep running into walls? Gus, what are you doing? Okay, right, as lovely as this dinner party is, we've got an important announcement. Sandy Batchelor has now given birth. And she's given birth to a baby girl named Glenda. Now, whilst no offence to any Glendas out there, I'm not overwhelmed by the name choice. But I love that they've had a little baby girl. That's so sweet. So let's have a little look at Glenda Batchelor. So Glenda is obviously a baby. In terms of hair colour, okay, so she has black hair or brown, maybe like a dark brown. And in terms of personality, she is a loner and she's good. That is such a sweet child, and actually I do think that represents Michael and Sandy quite nicely. I do think they would have a child with these kind of traits, so that's lovely. Her favourite food is veggie rolls. She likes kids' music, which I mean is understandable. And her favourite colour is spice brown. And she is a Scorpio. Again, I'm not super enthralled on the name Glenda, but it kind of is growing on me actually. Like the more I say it, the more it kind of makes sense for these two to have named their kid Glenda. And she's good and she's kind of a loner, so that's quite sweet. So I'm very happy for them. They don't have a crib. And they're going to probably need to move out at some point because they don't have space for another bed. I suppose they could expand. I think there's quite a bit of room on this lot actually. But the Sims, they don't just expand by themselves. So how lovely. So that's the first baby of this round. We've got little Glenda Bachelor. So in terms of the party, everyone's cleared out from here. There's still a plate to wash, but that's fine, we can do that later. Gus is so weird. Anyway, I can see why these are all friends. They literally all just sat reading. This is such a sweet group of people. It would be nicer if you sat with them, but they're literally all just reading, and then Beau is like trying to watch TV, trying to get through them all. There you go, Gus Hart is joining in the reading too. This is such a sweet image and such a sweet party. I feel like they're all going to come away from this beat having had a really good time as well. It's so lovely, and she's just kind of like watching on from the sidelines. Okay, so Beau has interrupted her reading to discuss his favourite TV show. Bibi Hart has had a great time and she's leaving, I think understandably. This lady said she was going to go, Dory Hart, but she's still here, so she's a bit of a liar. Oh, and now she's flirting with him. Oh, and okay, it's all kicking off a bit here. Okay, and Bessie Clavel had a nice time, but she thinks it's time to leave. She wanted to go watch TV, probably to fulfill this bar that she needs, but he still wants to flirt with her. They are quite sweet. I mean, even if I don't really like Beau Andrews, they clearly love each other. So she's going up to bed. It says the party was a modest success and guests feel good about having attended. I think, to be fair, that's probably quite fair. These two are still reading. I don't know why the party's ended and they're still here. Maybe they're just enjoying reading. But these two are going to bed, so I'm genuinely wondering how long they're going to stay here, because it's already like the hosts have gone to bed. Oh wow, oh my gosh, we've got another child. Okay, so this is lovely. So these guys, Jocasta and Simus, have now become like grandparents twice over. One with a granddaughter, one with a grandson, so that's so sweet. This was supposed to be baby Cassandra. It was not. This is an alternate universe, clearly, where they've had a son instead, and they haven't called it Alexander either. They've called him Gerald. Again, I don't know what it is with these Sims, but I just can't get behind their name choices, really. But that's okay. Gerald. What colour hair does Gerald have? Black hair. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, both of them basically have black hair anyway, so it was always kind of going to be that way. And oh, this is sweet. So he's a loner as well, which maybe he'll get on really well with his cousin. But he's also brave, which is such a sweet combination. It's like he wants his space, but he's not, you know, he is brave and outgoing. He likes autumn salad, just like Victoria, classical music, just like Victoria, and the colour blue. And he's a Pisces. Oh, that's so lovely. I'm looking forward to seeing these two grow up. That will be really nice to see. Obviously, when we play the goth household, we'll have to kind of, you know, marry these two off, and maybe have a second child, and see if we can get, maybe if we have a girl, maybe if just, you know, Cassandra and Alexander swap, maybe. Yeah, let's just put them down in the kitchen, that's fine. Back at the Beau residence. Okay, so we've lost one of our guests. Oh, because he's broken our toilet. So he's not actually left. I'm really sorry, I don't know who Scotch is. Sue Scotch, yeah, I don't know who she is, but she's died of hunger, and I'm really sorry that that's the case. I didn't know you existed. Oh, what is he doing? Can you just leave, Gus? You've really brought this party down. Like, it would have been a great party if you hadn't shown up. He's so disgusting. Anyway, Pauline got a promotion. Brilliant, that's lovely. Sims Bachelor has retired. What are you doing? See, you know it's wrong as well. You know it's weird to be rifling through the bins, otherwise you wouldn't be looking around so sketchily. Dory is really picking up a lot of skill points here, but that's because she's not sleeping, and she's simply just reading in our house. Can he be stopped? No. Maybe if we just say stop doing that, but I don't want to wake these two up simply to sort out their erratic guests. Right, so he's finished. Can he leave now? If you pick up another book, I swear to God, Gus. Yeah, there's the door. Oh, is she going as well? Guys, we might have finally gotten rid of our guests at 3:30 a.m. Okay, or you could just stand around outside our house. He's peeping! You were just in this house, why are you... God, he's so creepy. Even Beau, in his sleep, is like, I know this guy's being creepy. And I need to tell him to leave. Why is she doing it as well? Where is she? Oh my God. Guys. She's like, they're literally stalking. Guys, that's not okay. What's up with the hearts, man? Just go home. It's 4 a.m. Yes, this way. No. Gus. Right, he's gone to peep again. Oh my God, what the hell just happened there? He punched through a window. And it... Oh my God, no, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to wake up Beau, because I can't keep seeing these guys staring into your window. It's absurd. She's desperate for the toilet, and she is still staying on this lot simply to stare through the window. Look at how many times they've done it. Stop staring. There's nothing to see. There's not even any... Yeah, he's running. This guy needs to be sectioned, honestly. Yeah, go away. Right, now you run. He's just running. Is he a neighbour? Yeah, they literally live there. What are they doing? Right, that is... Okay, right, well at least you've gotten rid of them. Good job, Beau, you're not entirely useless. As that was all kicking off, I've just seen my favourite sim in the whole entire world has grown up. Wow, look at him, he's got little legs, oh my gosh, he's so cool. He just walks through, look at him, dude, he just walks through walls. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to see you peeing, but I just want to see what traits you've got and how you're evolving. Okay, so he's neurotic, which, I mean, I understand. He's a ghost. Of course he's going to be a bit neurotic. You can't be a fully functioning sim when you're, like, from the grave. But he still has some great traits. He's athletic and he's artistic, so he's going to just be a bit stressed a lot. Neurotic sims will freak out at the most minor of provocations. They become stressed easily and can be difficult to mellow. Luckily, they take solace in sharing their worries with others. So he's going to be a great sim, just a bit stressed. But that's fine. I still love you, joke on the bottom. Okay, so Victoria Andrews is awake. She's just standing there, so maybe you should go to the toilet because you really need to go. Or okay. She might need to serve breakfast as well. Again, her husband is not going to do that. Although he did go and stop the peeping Toms that were the Hart family, and they're her friends. So, you know, he has done something right this round. Once he's finished sleeping and he's gone to the toilet, obviously he'll eat the food she's made, but I think we just want to go and tend to the garden again. Oh, that's toilet, then tend to the garden. Because we still need to learn this gardening skill point. If he hasn't done it by the end of the day, I might invest in a book just so that we can get him, you know, powered through that. Victoria has learned a culinary skill point, which is great, at least someone has. And the carpool comes in like 20 minutes, so I don't even think she's going to actually have time to eat this food that she's making, which is really sad. Okay, so his bar is nearly... He might actually do it. I don't know if he's finished that plant or not. No, he just missed out on it. Yeah, I think we're going to have to get him that book. Oh, she's just eating anyway. She's kind of given up. Career loss. Yeah, she's missing work. I think we're going to have to work hard. But again, she's not got a great fun bar, so I think she's going to struggle today. Beau Andrews is watching TV again. We've not had a chance to watch 8 hours of TV for her. I think the chances of her doing that now are incredibly slim, and we wouldn't be there to reap the rewards anyway because it's a job one, so now is really the deadline, so she's probably not going to be able to fulfill that. What we can do though is have Beau at the very least work on the book, here it is. We can have him work on the book that he has been working on, and I think we just get these ones finished for him. We can't do the science fiction one, we didn't choose that, but we can get the others done. Yeah, let's scrap that actually, and we'll try and get his writing skill up. I think by the end of today we can maybe get him to have done all of this. So Victoria Andrews is already stressed at work. I think she wants to talk to Dory, so I say we chat. I'm not inviting her over again, she was being way too weird. Maybe she wants to have a chat just to say to her, like, why are you staring at my window? She also wants to learn the painting skill. So I wonder if there's a place with an easel. I don't remember there being one about town. And I think it's a bit much to ask them to buy a whole easel. Although, is she artistic? Yeah, maybe she would like to have an easel then. Maybe that's what we can do, because she's earned a fair bit this round, and very little's actually been spent on her. So let's do that. Let's buy her an easel, and then we'll have her do that as something to, a hobby to enjoy. So I've popped it up on here. I think we just have her paint something medium maybe after she's finished talking to her friend. And I think he's definitely going to finish his novel in this round. Now I'm interested to see if he's actually any good at it. I'm sure Victoria wouldn't be mad if he's actually quite a successful author, but I do think it would be quite unfair that she's, she can't really focus on her writing skill because she's spending all her time earning money for this household. Okay. Brilliant, so he's done 3, so let's see how it was. 91 pages of heart-pounding adrenaline. His book has just exited his hard drive and is on its way to the publisher. Beau is hoping the book is better than Flo and her Kenspa, the current darling of the literary world. Now, I wish they would make it more clear how they've done. So if you go onto the skill journal, you can see like books completed. So here it wasn't a flop, it wasn't a hit, and it wasn't a bestseller because those numbers haven't changed. But it was a book that's been completed, and it's 91 pages, which is quite a short book, but that's fine. And he earns 41 simoleons per week. Now that is nothing. But it's more than he was doing before. He wants to go watch TV, and that's fine, except for the fact that I do want him to actually learn the gardening skill point. So I think we're going to have him go to the bookstore and pick up a book on gardening. So here, watering the Water Cannon Chronicles, 350 simoleons. We can just have him read it there while he's out. Get him some nice sun, and we'll have him just read it. It'll take him like half an hour to finish because he's so close to finishing anyway. Yumi Sakamoto's just chilling over there. Nick Alto, we've still to play that family as well. I don't know who you are. And he's done it already. So he's got all these seeds now that he can plant. So I think maybe we'll go back and just give him like a proper garden. He wants to grow bait for fish. So he does want to kind of combine his skill points, which is nice. I like when the skills overlap in that kind of way. So he's building up some skills. We've not done anything with the fishing, but that's fine. He didn't really have an interest in doing that as we were working on his skills this time. There are bills to pay, so actually maybe we'll start off by doing that because I don't want anything of theirs to be repossessed. And they can afford their bills, so. So Victoria's just learned a skill point in painting, which is nice. Again, building up on her hobbies as well. So in terms of planting these, I think a lot of the smaller ones can just go in here. But I think the apple tree is going to have to go somewhere else because this is getting a bit crowded now. So we'll do that, and then maybe we can plant the apple trees around the front. I think that would be quite nice, like a little cluster of them. So hopefully these grow in a nice little formation, and then you kind of have something around the front as well. And he's already worked up to level 2, so I don't know how it's been so quick in doing that. Maybe planting did give him gardening skill points. Maybe we didn't have to buy that book. I'm going to have him watch the gardening channel and just to pick up his skills as much as possible. Hopefully he'll keep it on that channel and we can just see his points kind of elevate. She's so close to gaining a skill point here. There you go. She has gained level 2. I don't see how. This is really, it's abysmal work. But, everyone has to start off somewhere. And her starting point just happens to look like a bottle opener. Wow. That's something. I think seriously, who is buying that for 13 simoleons? Who? I think we will keep that in her inventory. I'm sure she'll be proud of it. But I genuinely don't see anyone buying that for 13 simoleons, so I can't in good consciousness sell it. So Beau is about to wet himself again. I don't know if he just has poor bladder control or he's too lazy to get up when he needs to go. But he needs to stop doing that. Again, he hasn't put away the spoiled waffles. I think once again it's going to come down to her to clear up the house. I don't want to leave it in such a mess. She will also need to take care of her needs as well. Oh, I realised this is clogged, so maybe we just don't use that. I mean, they could probably afford to have someone come and repair it. Maybe Beau can sort it out. I wonder if she gets... Oh, he's eaten the last of the salad as well. She literally has nothing to eat. This is so depressing. I know she's in love and she's happy and all that, but I just am sad for her. Yeah. Oh, he's gone back to watch the TV. Why don't you actually help out in some way? Don't know. You're unclogging the toilet. I don't care if you don't have the skills to do it. Do something. I've just had her have some canned soup because I just don't think she has the energy to make something more. She's got to go to work. Oh no, she's fine actually. It's a Friday. What am I saying? She's fine, but she doesn't want to start the week with such a dirty house, and she does want to clean the sink, so that's something she can do. So he has actually fixed the toilet, so that's nice, and he's going to get a bath. I think he's probably going to go to bed after that. I think I will help and I'll move all these things to the bookshelf. Just doing my part. Yeah, so she's nearly ready. She's going to go to the loo. I'm going to have her mop up that puddle, and then I think we're going to have them go to bed. So I think that's going to be it for this round. It's been quite a nice round, really. We've gotten to know the Andrews couple quite nicely, and I think they've both worked really well on their skills and kind of improved, and she's also improved her career as well. She's got a promotion which I can't really take a lot of credit for. She was already doing really well, and she's kind of increased her bar here as well, so she's one step closer to this aspiration which she's probably never going to get, and technically he is one step closer to his gold digger lifetime wish because she's older. So I suppose that's a victory in some ways. I've learned that the Bessie Clavel is really boring, and I've also learned that the Hart family are absolutely creepy and should not be trusted. So I'm looking forward to seeing them and playing them in a future round. We've also had obviously the births of the two children of the Bachelors, so Michael Bachelor and Bella Bachelor / Goth. We've had the two children born there, so that's really exciting. And I'm now going to roll and see who we're going to play next time. So I have rolled the number 1, which means that next round we will be playing the Alto family, which is this super rich family up here. We have Holly and her two parents, Vita Alto, and I can't remember, I think it was Nick Alto, yeah. So this is going to be a really fun one to play with. It's going to be fun to look at this property, which is definitely the most expensive and largest property that we've been able to have a look at and play this round, or this season I should say, of this Let's Play. So that's going to be really exciting. We can also see how Holly progresses, and maybe get her in a relationship as well. I don't know if she's already in one, but that would be exciting to see, because obviously, as you can see from Agnes, the town is progressing without our direct influence. So it'd be exciting to see what's happened to this family since. Thank you very much for watching this episode of my Sunset Valley Let's Play. I really hope you enjoyed it, and please let me know if you have any comments, or if you'd like to like and subscribe, that would be amazing. And thank you very much, and I hope to see you next time.